Today, she produces about $500,000 a year. She still sees clients on a regular basis. She does keynote speeches and seminars. She has 8 books published and over 20 different pamphlets which she sells at her speeches, to her clients, and on the web. She's writing 2 more books at this time, and in her school has a number of teachers who teach for her. All of this through natural healing studies and through a slow and steady expansion of her business skills. This is a possibility for you as well, and we will show you how to do it step by step. So let me tell you to the beginning about how she did this. She started out in high school wanting to be a dancer and also a painter. She always had an interest in the idea of energy medicine and healing. She would go to natural healing conventions where they did those sort of funny aura photographs, and she always had just this passion for the idea of healing people. Her family thought she should just go to medical school, but the idea of physical therapy school, medical school, massage school, she really didn't want to take a lot of courses on the sciences. She wanted to heal from her heart. And so even though that seemed to her family a little hippie-like, what she did do is began reading a lot of material, particularly of an esoteric nature. And she came across the works of Randolph Stone, a mystic who had integrated Western physics with Ayurvedic medicine, raw foodism, acupressure, chiropractic, and had formed a technique out of it called Polarity therapy. And she began to study all these techniques, and especially working with people who had studied with Dr. Stone. She began meditating on a regular basis and just doing lots of classes and workshops, yoga, polarity, Reiki, bioenergetics. She did EST and LifeSpring and a lot of human potential approaches. She went to study with the Dalai Lama and actually went on a pilgrimage where she spent a little time in India. But you don't have to do that. She did that back in the 70s. What she came to the conclusion was that she really had something to offer and a real passion for it. And so eventually what she did, having learned from so many wonderful teachers and continuing her learning process even to this day, she had a business card made up. She was at a party and she met somebody who had a backache and who was a printer. And she had wonderful healing hands, had great skills, was a great listener, and offered this person to give them a massage in exchange for printing a simple newsletter for her and also printing her business cards. This printer agreed to do it, and so she had her business cards. Being a social person, she was able to go to social interactions, events, different institutes, free lectures where people would ask her what she did, and she did exchanges with people as well as passing her card around. She also published this free newsletter which she put out in health food stores, and also produced what we call free class passes, so that as she began doing weekend seminars, on Friday evenings she would do a free lecture and offer that free lecture to people who had received the pass, which were put on the counters of the various health food stores. As she saw each client, she would ask them for referrals, and whenever possible, she would do barter for various things like printing, rental space, a massage table, a massage chair, massage oils, a publicist, publicity materials. All of these things were done on almost no money. She spent a lot of times going to the Barnes & Noble bookstore, going to the cafe, and for an herb tea evening, sit and read through books about entrepreneurship. She began to mirror other people, Anthony Robbins, Jean Houston, Deepak Chopra, Andrew Weil, Christine Northrup, and other pioneers in the alternative medicine field. She joined professional associations. She joined the American Massage Therapy Association. She joined the National Speakers Association. She went to Toastmasters on a regular basis to upgrade her speaking skills so she could have more impact. She also became friends with people who did computer work and started developing her own videotapes, audio tapes, and also educational materials that she produced herself and then sold at the back of the room at her classes and also at the back of the room of her speeches and on the web. All of these came out of the small passion she had and the simple business card that she made up. So whatever technique you want to use, and it can be medicine, osteopathy, chiropractic, color therapy, and so on and so forth. There is no limitation. The key is to get a mentor, someone who can guide you step by step through the process. It should be someone who has a mastery of the process as opposed to someone who's just a friend or a peer. Study consistently, even if it's just 10 to 15 minutes a day. And remember that there is no limitation to what you can do. Don't be concerned about whether you have a degree or not in the area. If the area you want to study requires professional training or a degree, then go for it. But if you have a valuable service to offer people, and you have people who are interested in that particular service, you can create that as a business, make a difference in the world, become economically independent, create a lot of love around you, give up unnecessary struggle, and really live your bliss. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. You can create a great support system, mentors, teachers, peers. Delegate, delegate, delegate. Focus on your healing work. There are other people, publicists, printers, writers, office managers who will support you in the process so you can take this passion that you have to help others through natural healing techniques and bring it into the world. By doing it in this way, you will make a difference in the world, give up unnecessary struggle, become economically abundant, and really do the thing that is blissful for you, that is full of passion in natural healing. And if you're ready to take a next step, we have a wonderful school. You can look at our website for more educational materials and more educational support. Thank you for listening to the tape, and have great success in your career in natural healing.